known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Patterson trying this straight ahead. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here.
Alert!
Right back to Patterson now. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. The Bills with a punt team out there. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Jackson looking to throw right away. His first throw is an interception. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, why do I think right now, as fullback heads to the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's got Khalil Shakir. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. That's to the sideline, and Shakir snags it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Middle.
Allen setting up to throw. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Returns looking good so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Receiver in motion going left. They go play fake with Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw for Jackson. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Working inside the red zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Putting a receiver in motion. Reed's got it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third down, 1 yard to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Hey, report.
Lamar now from the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
Alert! What is that?
Another one for Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like. Run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. We're through one quarter. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running back sent in motion. From the 45 on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And that takes them to 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Play action now. Allen. He's on the move. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
go.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Third and long for him here. Launches one deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Jaden Reed, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He's got it at the 24. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Bills will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Alert!
Now Allen off the play action. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert! What's that?
Allen looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
pass now to kick this away. Hill now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. This is reeled in by Reed. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Play action, here's Jackson. Looking for the end zone on a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Baltimore. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Ravens pushing for points. Second down now, 7 to go. They've got a man in motion. Play fake, Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ozzy, Ozzy, sit up. You. Report. Wait.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Able to get it to Reed. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Middle. Stop. Look out.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Looking for it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Jackson now on 3rd. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
First down, here's Lamar. Caught near the pylon. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. And oh, he got it! Interception! That's Cole Bishop! And the Bills will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Allen now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Hill now to return it. Oh, what a stiff arm. And a positive result on that effort. He's down near the enemy 40 before going out.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Working quickly here. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Oh, and they're going to fake this one. This is caught. And the fake works to perfection. He's got the first down.
You know what, Kate, this reminds me of? It reminds me of Hoosiers, when the character says, I'll make it. When the coach makes that kind of call and puts the trust in the kicker, well, the kicker's got to make it. He's got to deliver, and he does just that with a great throw and a big-time play.
They kick the running back in motion. First down throw for Jackson. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Now it's Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Jackson's going to throw again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. Throw is caught by the back. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, report.
Motioning him from the slot right. Mitchell. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Trying to run with Henry. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Connection made to Shakir. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
Off 52.
And they send a man in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Middle.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Gotta make a move.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one finds Irving. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They put a receiver in motion here left. Lamar off the play fake. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. That's it.
This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
This is Henry on 2nd. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's completed right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. This is Cook. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
Play action now with Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
What's that?
Allen to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
What's that?
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And this is intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. He's got this complete to James Cook. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 3. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Alert, alert, alert! What is that?
Allen now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Hey, tight, tight, tight. 56, 56.
Again, Allen to the air. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Get up! Finish it up! You. Cut!
From the gun, Jackson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they pick him off again. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Alert!
On 1st down, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Oh, no, they get him yet again! And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Give now to the running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Ravens looking like they'll start this season with a win. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. And they'll kneel this down.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Here we go.
4th down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Patterson trying this straight ahead. And not much going there. Short run only reaches the 10. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5. Right back to Patterson now. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.